Good morning. It's day 3, and we're just at the south end of Philip Edward Island, pretty much just on the east side. And it's about 6:30 in the morning. It's nice and quiet, and looking out, it looks like we might actually have a nice day coming up. There's some low clouds in the distance, but it's far in the distance, and hopefully it's just going to be clear skies today, which would be nice because here on the south end of Philip Edward Island, it's absolutely gorgeous. All the rocks are scoured smooth from all the action from the water, and it's just absolutely stunning. You can see the sun behind me. It's just coming up above the horizon this morning. Obviously, this morning. I'm still kind of waking up, so I need to get my thoughts together. Today will be a little interesting because normally to get back to Collins Bay, you just paddle back up the way you came. But I'm going to take a little different route, a little more adventurous route. So what we're going to do is continue over to Cross Bay, which is not probably no more than maybe a kilometer or a couple kilometers to get there. But there is a creek that flows into Cross Bay, and it makes its way from the land further in, but we might have to portage a bit, and we might, I'm pretty sure we'll have to portage. We'll probably have to bushwhack, but there are some small bodies of water which we may or may not be able to paddle. I'm not sure, but we're going to make our way into the big body of water that swings into Philip Edward Island from the north end, and I believe it's called Mill Lake, and if we can get into there, then we can paddle straight up and get back into Collins Bay, because we're going to head up back into Point Grondine Park. It just makes it a little more adventurous, rather than go back up the way we came. And let's see a different part of the landscape in the island, so I figured we'd go for it. Hopefully Sean won't kill me today. I did warn him that today there will be some bushwhacking and whatnot, but I think he's pretty much up for it. He is having a great time. It's just like I said, his muscles and bodies are not conditioned to longer days paddling and portaging, so hopefully he'll be okay. It is going to be an absolutely beautiful day, so I can't wait to see what this day is going to be like. Looking forward to it. So, this breakfast, I'm going to have a naan right here, and we're going to utilize Sean's cast iron frying pan. And it was brought for the purpose of having fish, and there's no worry. He has caught fish. We just haven't had time to stop and have fish, but hopefully at some point we can. But even if we don't, I want to make sure that we use his cast iron frying pan. So I'm going to fry my naan, or naan. Anyhow, so here we go. It's nicely seasoned. He says I'll be the first one using it. Although I think he was planning for it to be broken in by a fish, but at least we can say that it's been used, right? Are you happy for me to use it?
Absolutely.
All right. The nice thing about cast iron, actually, whether it's a frying pan or a pot, is that when it gets heated, the heat is distributed evenly because the metal's so thick, and it actually holds the heat really well, opposed to like a lot of the lightweight stuff that backpackers or canoe trippers take. Because it's so thin, you tend to get a lot of hot spots, and they tend to burn easily in that area. But if you look over here, my naan is nicely crisp all over, and I've just added some butter underneath, and look at that. It'll be absolutely delicious. Way better than yesterday. Yesterday, because it was raining and whatnot, I decided to just eat it without frying it up, so it was not worth mentioning. But today, I think I'll enjoy it a lot more. So here is how I'm going to enjoy my naan today. with some strips of bacon and egg complimentary of Sean. So in return, I've given him a piece of bacon.
Yeah.
So Sean is a very considerate person. It's been fun tripping with him, and the fact that he is very considerate, it takes up a few notches, right? So Sean just wanted to share something with me this morning, just again for my consideration. Like, Sean, what are we talking about today?
Well, I put some extra clay dry natural deodorant.
Yeah.
I like natural and organic.
Yeah.
But I'm putting it on. It's an essential oil blend.
Right.
I'm putting extra on because I know David's going to be downwind of me. So I just want to make sure that as we're canoeing off into the wind,
Yeah.
he's not in the back struggling. So that's what I'm doing.
Yeah. Today is sunny and it's blue skies and it looks like it's going to be a hot day today. So I think he's considering the factors and making sure that his partner stays in the canoe, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
He may turn around and it's like, David?
Right. Or versus, hey, we should go for a swim, meaning you.
Yeah, exactly. So, nice guy, eh? I think I'll take him paddling again. Okay, so we're all packed up and ready to go. We just did some drone footage. And it is a bright and sunny, glorious day. So we're going to bake today and work on our tan. And we're going to set off now and wish us luck. I don't know what we're going to expect north of Cross Bay into Mill Lake. But
Should be fun.
Sean
anyway.
is stoked.
Yep.
So stoked.
Yep. Let me just move here.
That wasn't moaning or groaning.
No.
It was
I'm
just
teasing.
trees. Yeah. So you won't get as much firewood or setting your first canoes. Morning.
Morning.
Different purpose. Some look better than others. Some are better, super heavy, right? So instead of getting to Cross Bay and accessing Mill Lake from the south, there's a possibility we can access it from the east side. Check it out right now and see what it looks like. So we're just approaching this inlet. As you can see, we turn around the bend and there's a creek attached to it. So we'll paddle in and see how far we can get before we have to carry. Okay, so we've just run out of water. It's about knee deep, but it's enough so that we can step out. We just can't paddle anymore. It's just too thick. You can see the vegetation all around me. And we're gonna go probably about, you see the look of
Joy.
Anxiety.
Joy. No, not anxiety. Just joy.
Just
Pure
joy. Yeah, so we've got to go probably about 200-300 meters that way, and there's supposed to be a marsh, so hopefully we'll find some more water and then we can continue paddling, but let's see. Yeah, I think so. Right there? Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Some. Now at least we're open in the open.
Yeah.
So we could probably
Follow, navigate through.
Yeah, paddle a little bit. We just got out through that bushy tree section, and we pulled past this line, as you can see behind me, and then we just open up into an open area, again a marshy area, but it looks like there's some water. We might be able to paddle and continue down that way, and then we'd have to get through that bush over there. So we are making some progress, but we'll just keep going until, well, we have to get to Mill Lake.
Yeah.
All right, so here we go. Yep. We'll just follow whatever the deepest channels we possibly can get, and we'll just keep going. So, kind of ran out of water. I'm just up on a rock and just taking a look in the distance, and I don't know, looks like a wall of green. So I actually don't even see a channel, so we will probably head over that way. It looks like there's an opening over there, over that way, and then we'll see what's there. All right. Yeah, take a break. Need one. Yeah. So we're in the thick of this alder infested, it's not even a swamp, we're just looking for the deepest channel here, and got twigs and branches everywhere. My glasses are fogging up. But we've been hauling, and we're out of that marsh area, which would have been nicer, but we're in this thick bush here. And there is a channel, like I'm in probably a foot deep of water, and it makes it easier to drag the canoe on. But the problem is it's just a thick bush. We're just getting caught up in everything. So this part shows on the map as being a marsh, but obviously it's not much of a marsh anymore. So we're hoping that we can just keep going and we'll find some opening. And there is like a body of water further on, which we know then we have to turn north at that point. But it's about 600 meters for us to get to that body of water. So we certainly got some more hauling to do, especially if it's like this. And Sean, he's got a great attitude. He's hauling away. He's like a big ass, like...
I'm an overworked mule.
He's just dragging that canoe like a beast, so it's totally being appreciated.
Oh.
He just discovered the true passionate paddler. He's just wondering where the paddling part is.
It was misleading a little bit.
False advertising?
Yeah, just a little bit.
I just told him that if you only know me for a month, you probably haven't found out enough about me.
Well, to be honest with you, we at Junior Rangers I did this.
Yeah.
This is, we go through first with bush axes,
Yeah.
clean up all the bush, and
Yeah.
then about halfway, guys would turn around,
Yeah.
start grabbing the equipment, and the other guys would blaze the trail ahead and
Yeah.
start humping things through. So
Yeah.
it was-
Our only difference is we don't have a crew to blaze the way through and cut everything down.
no.
We're just blazing
Just
and
blazing.
pushing and hauling and
Yeah, it's a good workout. It's good for you.
yeah. So we're just in the middle of who knows friggin' where. I thought this was going to be more like a marsh, like in the opening further behind, which would have made things a lot easier. But from here we can't even see much. I can see trees off in the distance, so that's probably where the land is. This is obviously the low point, but I don't know, I'll have to check the GPS and see where we are. But we're just going to get some water and some snacks into us because we're going to need every calorie today, and then some.
And then some.
And then some. He's a good sport, man. I'm telling you, the boy can haul.
Yeah, good donkey. Good donkey.
I didn't say that. Okay, so we're probably more than halfway now to the supposed body of water, and we've been hauling like crazy. It's probably the hardest single thing I've done. Again, we're hoping for an open marsh area, but that's not materializing. It's just thick alder bushes and actually small trees, so this area is really well grown in. And so what we're doing now, because it's just too hard to push against all the trees and branches, what we're doing is we go up a distance, probably maybe 50 meters, 100 meters, we cut our way through, and then we haul the canoes there, take a break, and then just repeat. We're just like soaked in sweat. There's mosquitoes everywhere. We're gonna get some bug dope on and keep clearing the way. We're just hoping that at some point it's gonna open up, but I don't know. At this point, we're not really. Well, we're still hoping, but we're not expecting anything. So what we're gonna do is we're kind of more on the south side of this inlet, this marsh. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make our ways down just a little ways further down because it's a little more clear here. And then we're going to make our way 45 degrees over that way, and if we hit land before we hit the pond, then we are gonna portage overland to Mill Lake. You might not have heard it, but there was a moose behind me, in front of me, I mean. The good thing is we're still laughing about it. It's hard as hell and it's hot, but it is what it is. He's getting a real taste of what the passionate paddler is all about, and he's wondering where the paddling part comes in, like most of you. We are 55.
hubby, but I don't have anything right now.
That's okay. As you can see behind, that's the path of destruction. You know what? Whoever's coming behind us will have a great day coming through here. We'll have it easy.
Yeah.
But
Wouldn't recommend it.
are you sure?
Yeah.
Come on.
Well, now it's like you could drive a Cadillac through here.
There we go. There we go. So forward and beyond, or has it?
Onward and upward or something.
Yeah.
To infinity and beyond.
To infinity and beyond.
Yeah, that's
We're just delirious from dehydration and starvation.
Yes.
The beginning stages of starvation.
Yep. Fortunately, I got more to lose than you.
Yeah.
I can starve a little longer.
That's right. All right. Well, I may not come back, but Sean will.
Yep.
So I don't know if this GoPro is picking it up, but there is thunder booming in the distance and it hasn't stopped. So we might be in for a situation where things go from bad to worse, or worse to worser.
Worst to worser.
Worst to worsest.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Literally the worst situation you could be in.
yeah. So we are slowly making our way over to the opposite shore, but instead of making the 45-degree commitment, we're just trying to find things that actually have some clearing, so that we don't have to spend so much time cutting our way through. But we're slowly getting there, slowly but surely. Push. We didn't make it to the end. We're not making it to the pond, but we did make it to the land on the other side. It's probably about 50 meters from here, and we blazed it, so we're just going to haul over to the end, and we're going to be on land, and then we're going to portage from there. Good job, my friend. You kicked ass.
Which?
Upward and onward. Just had to get up this mound of granite. Yeah, thankfully it's not too steep, but it's a little ways up. It's actually nice to get into the clearing and out of the swamp. As we looked beyond, it was more of the thick vegetation, trees. It's really all just grown over. There is really no marsh left. I guess if I had known that, I wouldn't have chosen this way. And I can hear the wind. So refreshing. We're just gonna lay everything down here and then determine what we're gonna do. The terrain here is undulating, so it's gonna probably be a little bit of a challenge as well too, but we'll see. You can see there's no marsh here. It's just all greenery. And so it's a good thing that we got over here, because we'll have to portage all the way to Mill Lake. And folks, don't come this way. We're drying out and we're feeling amazing, but we are probably dehydrated. This is all the water that we have left. It's probably 400 mils, so I'm going to split it with Sean here. But what we're going to do is, see all that blueberry? That's sugar, that's nutrients, that's liquid. There's tons of them here. So we're just going to rest, and we're going to eat as much as we can and drink, and then we've got 400 meters with some open granite, pine type terrain to navigate till we get to Mill Lake. So we're going to first take it easy, get our energy back, and then we're going to do the haul. So there is an end in sight. And he's still smiling. He hasn't killed me yet. I'm still alive. That's a good thing.
My axe is back.
Yeah. As far as I can see, there is nothing. Sorry about the wind, but I don't have a dead cat on this, and I don't know if hopefully you can hear me, but this is what we were going through. And judging by all the trees that started to pop up, I realized that there was going to be less water and a little chance that we'd find an open marsh that we could paddle through or drag the canoe through, or easily drag the canoe through. So we're just loaded up, and we're gonna head off. It's about 400 meters to the lake, so we're gonna portage. We have to do it twice, but we're gonna portage there. We're gonna fill up with water, come back for the canoe and the rest of the gear. So hopefully this goes a lot smoother.